Welcome to everyone. Today I am going to introduce new topic, that is electrochemistry. Very important topic from exam point of view, and weightage of this topic is without option it is for 5 marks and with option it is for 7 marks. So let us see what is meant by electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is the branch of physical chemistry which is concerned with interconversion of chemical energy and electrical energy. That means chemical energy is converted into electrical energy and electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. When chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, electricity is produced, and when electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, electricity is consumed, used, and therefore electrochemistry deals with the relationship between the chemical reaction, redox chemical reaction, and electricity. Now see here, all these are familiar to you, all these devices are familiar to you, and we use these devices in our day-to-day life. These are the different types of batteries which we use to generate electricity. In electronic equipment, we use this. In mobile or in calculator, watches, automobiles, we use all these batteries. And how these batteries works, what is the function of this battery, which chemicals are present inside these batteries, how this chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, that we are going to study in this topic. And to study this, we must know what is meant by redox reaction. In previous standard, we have studied this topic, that is redox reaction. And in redox reaction, we have studied definition of redox reaction. Redox reaction is a reaction in which oxidation reaction and reduction reaction takes place simultaneously, one after another. So redox reaction is a combination of oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. So what is meant by oxidation and what is meant by reduction reaction, that we will see. Oxidation is a process in which substance, that means ion, atom or molecule, loses one or more electron. That is called as oxidation. In short, it is a de-electronation process. And substance which causes oxidation, that is called as an oxidizing agent. And oxidizing agent, it itself get reduced. That means oxidizing agent is a substance which accept electron and forces the another substance to lose electron. That is called oxidation, oxidizing agent. And reduction means process in which substance, that means atom, ion, it gains electron, one or more electron, then it is called as a reduction. Reduction is a process in which substance gain one or more electron. So it is electronation process. As electron is added, electron is gained, it is called as electronation. Whereas as electron is lost by the substance, it is called as a de-electronation process. And both these processes takes place simultaneously. When one substance loses electron, another substance accepts that electron. And therefore, redox reaction is a chemical reaction which involves a transfer of electron. And oxidizing agent means substance which causes oxidation process, and reducing agent means substance which causes reduction process. That is called as what? Reducing agent. And reducing agent is a substance which itself loses electron. It itself undergoes oxidation. It loses electron and forces another substance to accept that electron. That is called as a reducing agent. Remember here, all these are very important terms: oxidation, reduction, and oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Oxidation is a process in which substance loses one or more electrons, so it is de-electronation. And oxidizing agent means it is a substance which accepts electron and forces another substance to lose electron. Therefore, as it gains electron, it itself undergoes reduction. And reduction means a process in which substance gain one or more electron. And reducing agent is a substance which loses electron. It itself loses electron, so it itself undergoes oxidation. Reducing agent itself undergoes oxidation. So remember here, these are the very important terms while studying electrochemistry. And these processes, that is oxidation and reduction, occurs together, and they cannot exist alone. Oxidation followed by reduction. So redox reaction is a combination of oxidation and reduction reaction. One species loses electron and the same number of electrons are accepted by the another species. So such a reaction is called as a redox reaction. Now let us see here some examples of oxidation reaction. Here zinc metal, its oxidation number is 0 here, as it is in uncombined state. It loses 2 electrons and forms zinc ions. Here it is loses 2 electrons. That means it is a oxidation, loss of electron. Another example, Fe+2 ion. It is formed from Fe atom, Fe metal. Fe metal, when loses 2 electrons, it forms Fe+2. And this Fe+2 ion, further it loses 1 electron, then it forms Fe+3 ion. So positively charged ion changes to more positively charged ion by loss of electron. Or here 2 chloride ion, negatively charged ions, they loses 2 electron. 2 chloride ion loses, each electron loses 1 electron. So 2 chloride ion loses 2 electron and forms chlorine atom, 2 chlorine atom, which combine and form chlorine gas. Chlorine molecule is formed. So all these 3 processes are examples of oxidation, as there is a loss of electron. Metal forms metal ion by loss of electron, positively charged ion. Positively charged ion forms more positively charged ion by the loss of electron, and negatively charged ion gets converted into the neutral molecule, like this. So all these processes, in all these processes there is a loss of electron. Another point about this, that is here zinc has oxidation number 0, and when it loses electron, its oxidation number is increased from 0 to +2. Or see here the second example, Fe+2 ion is there. When it loses electron, its oxidation number is increased from +2 to +3. Or chloride ion, its oxidation number is -1. When it loses 2 electron, then oxidation number becomes 0. So on the basis of oxidation number, oxidation is a process in which oxidation number of species increases. It is called as a oxidation. Like that, reduction means, see here, reduction means gain of one or more electron. So here copper ion plus 2 ion, when accept 2 electron, they accept 2 electron, then it gets converted into copper metal. Or 2 hydrogen ions, when accept 2 electron, it forms hydrogen molecule. Or bromine molecule, when it accepts 2 electron, it forms 2 bromide ion. So in all these processes, electrons are gained, electrons are accepted by the species, and therefore all these are the examples of reduction. Now here copper has oxidation number +2, but when it accepts 2 electrons, its oxidation number is decreased from +2 to 0 due to gain of electron. Or 2 hydrogen ion, when accept electron, forms hydrogen molecule. So here in hydrogen molecule, oxidation number is 0. So oxidation number is decreased here. Bromide ion, when it accept 2 electron, here in bromine oxidation number is 0, Br2 molecule. But when it accept 2 electron, its oxidation number is decreased from 0 to -1. So in all these processes, oxidation number is decreased. So reduction means a process in which oxidation number of species decreases, and it is called as a reduction. And combination of these two reactions, that is oxidation and reduction, is nothing but redox reaction. Here zinc loses 2 electrons and forms zinc plus 2 ion, and copper plus 2 ion accept 2 electrons which are donated by the zinc and forms copper metal. So one substance loses electron, another substance gain electrons. So transfer of electron takes place from one species to another species, and therefore this reaction is called as a redox reaction. And in this reaction, zinc acts as a reducing agent, and it loses electron, and copper accept electron, so it acts as a oxidizing agent. Zinc is reducing agent here, copper is oxidizing agent. So I hope you understood oxidation, reduction, oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Now see the next part, that is these redox reactions are of two types: spontaneous processes and non-spontaneous redox reaction. Now what are spontaneous reactions? Spontaneous redox reaction, those redox reaction which takes place of its own without external help. These reactions takes place. Then such reactions are spontaneous reactions. And non-spontaneous redox reaction means those reactions which do not take place of its own, but they require to produce a chemical reaction, they require some external force. Then these reactions are called as non-spontaneous processes. So spontaneous processes, in spontaneous processes, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. It's a spontaneous process. But the electrical energy, when it is converted into chemical energy, it is what? Non-spontaneous process. Electricity is required to take place that particular chemical reaction. So it is a non-spontaneous. Remember that redox reactions are of two types: spontaneous, non-spontaneous. Spontaneous means those in which conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy takes place. And non-spontaneous means electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. So which form of energy is converted into electrical energy in dry cell? In dry cell, which form of energy is converted into electrical energy? So here you know that dry cell, internal part of dry cell is like this. A vertical section of dry cell is like this. In dry cell, this middle portion is made up of graphite rod and it acts as a positively charged electrode. And here it is surrounded by the carbon and manganese dioxide, and also here this part, remaining part is filled with NH4Cl and ZnCl2, which act as an electrolyte, and whole assembly is present in a zinc content. So here these chemicals reaction, due to these chemicals present in this cell, chemical reaction takes place, and these chemical reactions are redox reaction. Zinc container, it loses 2 electron and forms zinc ion, and at cathode these NH4 ions takes up these 2 electron, accept 2 electron, and ammonia is formed and hydrogen. So here in this dry cell, oxidation and reduction takes place. Here loss of electron, gain of electron. So redox reaction takes place, and that means what? A chemical energy, as these are the chemicals, these are associated with energy. So in redox dry cell, the spontaneous redox reaction takes place, and the spontaneous redox reaction generate electricity. So chemical reaction occurs in dry cell which generate electricity. That means in dry cell, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. So also one example of this, that is how NaOH is manufactured from NaCl. Now NaOH is very important, industrially important compound, and it is used in soap, preparation of soap, detergent and papers. And it is manufactured by electrolysis process of brine. Brine is a saturated aqueous solution of NaCl. Now what is meant by electrolysis? Electrolysis is a breaking down of an ionic compound by passage of electricity. Ionic compound means compound which is formed from metal and non-metal, such as NaCl. Sodium is a metal and chlorine is non-metal, so it is formed from the metal and non-metal. And breaking down of the ions, positively charged ions and negatively charged ions, by passage of electricity, that process is breaking process. Lysis means breaking, so that is called as electrolysis. And this breaking down of the electrolyte during electrolysis is a non-spontaneous chemical reaction. That means to take place this reaction, electricity is required. So breaking down of electrolyte during electrolysis is a non-spontaneous chemical reaction that takes place by the passage of electricity. For example, see here, aqueous solution of NaCl. This reaction does not take place of its own, but when electricity is passed through this aqueous solution of sodium chloride, then NaOH is produced. So electricity is required to take place a particular reaction. So breaking down of an electrolyte during electrolysis is a non-spontaneous chemical reaction, and that takes place by passage of electricity. And therefore here electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Electricity is required to produce chemical reaction. That means chemical energy. So electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. And electrolysis process is industrially very important process which is used in electro refining, that is in purification of metal from their ore, such as copper, zinc, etc. And also it is used in electroplating for plating of one metal, coating of one metal on the surface of the another metal. This that technique is called as electroplating. And for electroplating, silver plating, gold plating, or chromium plating, for plating, copper plating. So for plating, electroplating, in electroplating, this electrolysis process is used, as well as in electro refining also the electrolysis process is used. So these are the applications of electrochemistry. So chemical energy into electrical energy and electrical energy into chemical energy, both these processes are carried out in the vessel that is called as an electrochemical cell. And electrochemistry deals with the designing and operation, that is working of the electrochemical cell. So thank you.